You are listening to the #1 podcast made by two guys 40 plus who are going to invent the ultimate tissue. Yes, we are.
Oh, and it's going to be special. There's going to be different variations, seasonal ones.
And it's going to be made in the USA.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, because we don't, and we're not going to run into any issues with
supply chain.
No, there's issue, but
we're going to personally deliver them.
No, I'm not going that far. Because then people are going to ask me for an autograph, and we're not going to have time, and you know what I'm saying. But there's going to be no chips. It's chipless. It's a chipless product.
You mean we're not going to get any kind of like data or analytics so that we can advertise on the tissue?
No. I don't. No, we're not going to do that.
What?
No, I'm not advertising on the tissue itself.
I just came up with an idea.
Yeah.
Advertisements on tissues.
And if you don't like it, the more you snot
throw it out anyway.
I don't know if that's going to work.
Local businesses advertising on tissues.
Well, I love pissing on the, when you go to the bathroom and they have the thing in there and like there's some advertisement on there and you're like pissing on some guy, like realtors.
I know you're talking about.
You like pee on some realtor's face.
Or, no, I mean, I've seen the advertisements on the back of the stall doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never pissed on a realtor's face before.
I love those. You know what? Let's discuss more of that right after this. No, I like the door advertisements. It gives you something to read, or like you used to go like in a bar and you're peeing and you're reading the advertisements that's like on top of the urinal.
How much time do you think the average person spends in a stall now? Since they've had smartphones.
It's got to be much longer.
They've had to have doubled the amount of time. Like I know people they talk about they go to the bathroom, they sit down,
they text,
and they play
Words with Friends,
Candy Crush, Facebook,
Words with Friends,
Words with Friends.
It's the constant data that's thrown at you on that phone can keep you in a stall for a long period of time.
But it's a great escape.
Yeah, but would you go into a public stall and do? I mean.
Well, I've had to when I used to go.
Right, but I want to get in and get out. Like if I'm in my own, commode, I don't mind, or a comfortable commode. But like in a public place, I kind of really not a place I want to hang out.
Well, when I used to go to the office, I passed that point of being uncomfortable in there a long time ago.
You have to. Right,
you got to get over. You're not waiting all that.
Right, you can't work in a place for that. No matter like. I'd say 3 months. Within 3 months, you can get away with it, and then after that, you realize that you just can't hold it for that. Especially like if you're commuting, especially if you have a long commute,
an hour and a half there, hour and a half back. You gotta go. It's 4 o'clock, and you're not getting to your bed until 7. It's not good.
Nobody, people are regular, pretty much, or you try to be.
Yeah.
But you can't manipulate it that long.
All I can tell you is Mondays were bad. There were days when
you personally, or like the office.
The office,
yeah, because you know what it is.
It's eat, the weekend. It's the weekend
eat healthy.
Coming out.
Yeah, you eat healthy all week, and you save it, and then you like, especially. I can't imagine going in there after like the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, it's like honestly. There were some Mondays that I think that they should have called in the National Guard with extra porta potties because like
everybody's going.
No, but like picture this. I was in a building at the time that had 30 floors.
Okay.
It's
a lot of people.
Yeah, it was thousands of people.
All right, we don't have to reveal the address.
No. A typical New York City tall building.
Okay. So how many people were on the floor?
100.
Okay.
And on each floor.
Okay, 100 people on the floor. How many? One men's room?
No, there was bathrooms on each floor.
Right. No, but
stalls. There was.
That's the code, man.
Right. Three of the urinals.
Okay.
And 3 stalls, I would say, for the most part.
Right. Oh, so really, you can't go 3. So it's only 3% of the people could go at one time.
Yeah. You know, there's people at the office seeing clients and this and that, or they work from home or whatever, you know, on the when it was different working from home. Right. But like, you know, like there were times like you would go to your floor's bathroom and all the doors were shut. And then you'd go up a flight.
Oh, okay.
So then you'd walk up a flight.
Yeah.
And then
everybody, you see now what, let me ask you something. You go up, is that the same company?
Yes.
Okay.
It was still the same company floor in the building.
Okay.
So
because again, I'm sorry to disrupt, because if you go up there, you don't belong. If it's the same company, you might be able to get away with it. If it's a different company, you're not getting away with it, because they know if it's a different it's a different company, they know what you're there for.
Same company. The company was big enough where we had several floors.
Okay.
So you go to the next floor,
right,
and they're all taken.
Oh.
So now you're a story above where you usually are. So now you got to drop back down to the floor below the original one. So now I'm going down. Oh. So I walked up one flight. Now I'm walking down 2 flights.
And that amount of movement is really not a good thing.
You're running out of time.
Yeah.
You know, time is not on your
You're
side.
pushing the envelope there for a while.
And then you go, and then I would go there. And if those were all taken, I'd have to drop down about 10 floors to another level where we had space. And usually but like, you know, you're away from your desk for a good, like,
you're missing
40 minutes. And
I'm impressed that you could hold it in that long. I can't.
You don't have a choice.
And you're running up and down the steps, which is not helping the situation.
If I really had to go to like the real like emergency, like nothing's open, you have to. Yeah, I would take the elevator because it was about 10 flights down.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, so it's
really not the commute you miss at work. It's the communal commode.
It's simple things like that.
I know. Aren't you happy or not?
It's fantastic. 9:30. If I have to, run to the bathroom.
Hey, it's good. And don't have to share it. Yeah.
Don't have to paper the seat.
Nice. You see, you're being environmentally friendly because we're saving paper here, along with the tissues.
It's it's a little bit of a disgusting topic, but
it's done with class.
It's reality.
Yes, it is a reality. Yeah. So anyway, I was going to tell you, I'm starting to feel my age. I had a couple of incidents where I'm starting to feel my age.
Really?
Yeah. Because I told you, I went for a physical.
Okay.
All right, and I got all good news. Okay, and I went snowboarding. Mm-hmm. So between the two recently, like I'm starting to feel a little older.
What would snowboarding have to do with going for a physical?
Well, you know me. I identify as a snowboarder, but I skied last time. So I decided, since I didn't enjoy my skiing last time, I'm going to snowboard.
Okay.
I ripped it. Crushed it. Oh my God. And I was trying to get around, like there's two parts of the snowboard, which I didn't like. I didn't like getting off the lift. Like I'd always mess up.
Yeah, you said that.
And then the getting up and down. So I was watching I love YouTube. So I was watching some YouTube and got some pointers.
YouTube solves everything.
Yeah, it's great.
You could build a house off of YouTube.
Yeah. So I followed all the pointers from, these guys, and I was I think I wiped out once off the lift.
Okay.
In 2 days, which for me is phenomenal.
Yeah, most people usually have a little trip. It's
but now,
there's like the grooves, and sometimes it's hard, and the chair dumps you off. And
I was like, I knew where I was going the first time, and I was like, oh no, because it's like steep.
Yeah.
That's why so now I've got it down pretty good.
Okay.
Know how to stop. I'm good. And the more I went, the more confident I got. And then the other thing was like bending down and like getting up, to do the straps.
Okay.
So I saw this really cool way of how to stabilize yourself so you don't have to go down all the way. So I can stand up now and put my bootstraps on and go.
What do you lengthen your arms?
No. You take your foot with the board in it.
Yep.
Okay. And if you're on a little bit of a hill, you kind of kick your board in and it keeps it stable. So you're not going anywhere.
Kick your board into the snow?
I
gotcha.
Okay. Right. Then you bend over.
I gotcha.
And
otherwise you keep slipping while you're
right. So this was a good way, and you know what? I did it a lot, and I think I only had to go. I couldn't do it once because of exhaustion.
And you think that showed your age?
No, that's not showing my age. But I was looking forward. I found these ways to start to enjoy the snowboarding again and avoiding the pitfalls of what I was doing. So 2 days snowboarding, great time, phenomenal. Kicked back in, best boarding I ever did. You know, I even went on a black diamond because I would. Yeah, second run, I'm like, screw that. I'm going
steepness or moguls.
Steepness.
Okay.
Would never do it on skis, but you know what? I was feeling good. Tackled it great. You know what? Monday, could not move.
Oh, because you're using muscles that you've never used.
Muscles. My wife says to me, like, because she skis, she's like, I always feel great. I'm like, you have no muscles. Like, there's probably not.
It's not that you don't have any muscles. You have muscles. It's just that you're not using those particular muscles.
She doesn't use any muscles, and she goes skiing, and she feels fine. But there was a lot of recovery after.
I have a feeling that she probably is a lot more relaxed skiing than you are.
Yeah.
There's a certain amount of tension.
Yes. But you have to be somewhat tense on a snowboard. I try to relax as much as possible. It's still the falling, the move. You know, it's a different movement.
Oh, it's very different.
Yeah. You know, I felt, the faster you were going, let me try to carve a little more.
Yeah.
You know, and I have the knee pads on and I have the butt pad on. So I don't mind fall, you know, and you can control the fall. I'm not like wiping out.
No.
And then the other part so I go for my physical.
Okay.
Everything's okay, but you know, blood work comes back fine. All right. Anyway, so I have high cholesterol.
Okay. Like real high or just above average?
230.
Okay, so above average.
Above average. Okay. Not like I'm not dying tomorrow of a heart attack.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's really nothing I can do about it.
Okay.
All right, it's a family. You know, I don't take responsibility for it. I blame my parents. It's a hereditary. It's not my fault. You know, I try to eat right. I exercise. I do the things you're supposed to do.
Okay.
So, you know, and it's been years that I've known I've had this.
Do you blame the lactose thing on your parents also?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
Everything.
I just wanted to get that.
I'm not responsiple for any of that.
So your lack of enjoyment of ice cream is because of your parents?
Yeah, 100%. The fact is, I'm eating oat ice cream now.
Oat ice cream?
Yeah, it's actually really good. It's one of the better non-lactose ice creams that I've had. I think I might be moving over from almond milk to oat milk.
My friend once said to me, since when do almonds have nipples? He goes, I've never seen an almond have a nipple.
Oh, you can milk an almond.
I would like to see you. Okay. This takes you a step beyond filleting a bronzino.
Yeah.
I want to see you
milk an
almond.
I can milk an almond.
All right. I want you to cook me the fish.
Okay.
And then for an appetizer, we'll milk the almond.
We'll put that on the list of things to do.
Okay.
So I've had this for years, right? So, you know, you go your doctor would tell you have high cholesterol. Right. Do this, do that. Yeah. So then you go to a point of age and they tell you it's something you got to watch.
Oh, why?
Okay.
Just keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on it. Right.
It's nothing crazy.
Right.
Keep an eye on it. But it's not really what you want to hear.
Right. So it's always in the back of your mind when you go every year. Sure, it's for the test. You know, you're going to get tested.
Okay.
All right. You got to, just keep in the back of your mind. Just, watch what you're doing. Keep up what you're doing. Okay. So I go this year, and I go from watch to monitor.
Is that from storm watch to storm warning?
No, but basically. So we've been watching it for years. Now I'm not putting you on medication, but I am now in that. He puts it in like his calculator here, like my risk assessment manager for, here's your age, here's of when they're going to start me on medication. Oh. So I go from watch to I'm officially monitoring now. Mm-hmm. So that's to make that transition. Remember, you go and they tell you, you got to watch this. They tell you all your ailments that you're going to have in your physical. And now, I'm in that next stage.
I had cholesterol's more serious than this, and everybody goes to what I'm going to say. But like, I went to the eye doctor one time, and I said, for some reason, I can't see the clock across the room anymore.
Right.
He goes, welcome to middle age. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Right.
You know, and I still have not gotten glasses yet.
Although I had the surgery.
Though I had the surgery.
Oh, you still can't see?
You still goes down as.
I got to tell you,
I bet you it's not as sharp as it when I hopped off that table. I could see like binoculars.
I can still see, amazing, but I had a little regression in one eye. And you know what they said? That was good because then I don't need reading glasses.
You don't need reading glasses?
Nope.
That's what I'm having the biggest trouble with.
No, and then the guy said, you know what? You want to try? I'm having a little trouble at night. This was about 5 years ago. And he gave me and now at night I wear driving glasses.
Are they prescription glasses?
They're prescription. No, they're prescription.
They are prescription.
Oh my God, phenomenal! I can see like at night, like high def.
Like, oh, yes.
Oh yeah, it's
because you don't realize it. Your eyesight might be okay. Like my eyesight is fine. I'm not wearing glasses, but it's so much sharper.
Yeah, it's like I can get away. Like I had to work harder to drive at night. Now
I'm the same way.
Now with the glasses, phenomenal.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, that's it's what happens. It's great. So the incident that I had with age was, my daughter is playing on the junior high basketball team.
Oh, she made it.
She's
great.
You know, her and her little friends. You know.
Yeah.
So she's all excited and everything. She goes, "Oh, yesterday we had such a hard workout. They made us do a lot of running." I said, "Oh, did you have to do like the wind sprints and the suicides?"
Yeah.
So I said, when I'm talking to her, I'm in the kitchen and I'm like, "Did you have to do the suicides?" And I start to do them. Like,
what'd you pull?
My back.
There you go.
Because I haven't done a suicide in like 30 years,
and you're in great shape. Doesn't your wife say? Your wife said, "What's wrong with you? God. You work out all the time."
Oh, I was like, I went to touch like the floor, like you would do it like on the line on the court.
No,
and I felt this shock go up my back, and I was like,
"Ask my wife. Ask her when we're done with the show how she hurt her back this weekend." You know what she did? She bent over to put her ski boot on.
Yeah.
She's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "That's age, baby."
Oh, it's
you can move just slight. It's just
like,
the wrong way.
Where the hell did this come from?
I don't feel that. At least, like I wasn't complaining. I was sore because I ripped it up this weekend, and I did it. And
the soreness never bothers me. It's like when do you ever get the shock up the back?
No,
you've never had that.
No.
That is scary.
But I had a scary incident once back when I was training for triathlons because you're bent over with the bike.
Triathlete days.
Yeah.
Let's give credit where credit's due.
So I get off. I come into the kitchen.
I don't know. I talk to you next. Go ahead.
And my whole back. I felt it it started in the lower back and went up to my shoulders, and the whole back stiffened up, and I had to use the cabinets and the counter to lay myself down onto the floor.
Oh yeah,
my whole body was stiff, and it was like a few minutes.
You just roll, you kind of roll to get.
Couldn't even roll. Yeah. I had to set myself down, and the whole thing just went stiff. I never had that before. That was insane.
It only gets better.
Yeah,
but question.
Yeah,
have you've seen Peloton stock this week?
Crapper.
Yeah. So being one of the former leading Peloton spin bike instructors across the globe,
right? But I was independent. Just
right. You're not associated with Peloton.
Right. No association whatsoever. Not pushing the stock.
What's your feeling about this? Cycling, indoor cycling.
I'm not surprised. It's just like everything else. Look at Cisco. Remember Cisco?
Yeah, I remember Cisco.
Okay, remember back in the day, early 2000s, Cisco stock was through the roof. Great company, but they couldn't meet the demand of the shareholders. The company was sitting on a ton of cash. They were profitable, but how much after a while can you make those kind meet those kind of numbers? But Peloton doesn't make any money. it's not a profitable company.
They were probably on their way. First of all,
I don't think so.
I mean, their bikes are astronomically expensive. The subscriptions,
no. I don't think their bikes are expensive. How much is a bike?
$2,000.
Okay, go look up. How much do you think those bikes are? Not the crappy ones in the gym. Those bikes are expensive. If you go up, because I've done the research and I've looked. Like, I was going to buy a bike for myself before the Peloton came out, and those things were around $1,500 to $2,000. They're expensive.
Yeah.
If you take a look at like what we pay a month and what it's giving you, it's not just, it's yoga if you use those kind of classes, but still, I pay $40 a month. Okay. $480.
Yeah.
All right. For you. That's my gym membership besides my boxing one.
Right.
That's a great deal. Yeah. And if you go to take a spin class, it's over $40 a class.
Right. It depends what you. There's different values out there in gym membership. Some have the classes included. Some have the spin included.
Yeah.
The independent spin classes, they're expensive.
Exactly. So it is a good deal. However, I think the demand in the company really to run those trucks and the people to set up the bikes. I mean,
the tonal.
Yeah, no, not the tonal. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they come with their white glove service.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
whatever
tonal,
it is.
They have to drill it into the wall. You know what tonal is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine that it's creating that much force? How much they must anchor it into the wall so you don't rip your wall down?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
But I'm saying, like, the rest of it doesn't make sense. I can see why it doesn't make money.
Do you think people bought Pelotons out of like it was the thing to do, or do you think they bought it because they just weren't going to the gym and now they're going back to the gym?
People weren't going to the gym.
I think it was a fad.
I don't think it's a fad because I don't have I'm one of those people. I don't have the time. I came home yesterday. I was on the bike. I didn't go on the bike today.
You're a rarity.
If I go, no, I don't think so.
No, because I think you are a Peloton rider before COVID.
Yeah, but there were a lot of Peloton riders before COVID.
There was, but not to the extent like everybody.
Because just like everything else, you couldn't get any gym equipment.
Right.
You couldn't get any home equipment because people didn't know what was going on. And look what happened as of last year, as of last January or whatever, gyms were 80% back to capacity very fast.
Yes. I said to everybody who I knew wasn't like a real spin person,
right.
I said, what are you going to do when you go to turn on the Peloton and nobody's looking back at you? You're going to have a new clothes hanger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are. Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to happen. There's a couple of bike companies out there.
They have competition, but it's still they're still coming up with something fresh. But you could see why the company doesn't make money. The amount of reinvestment in technology and everything, and you know what? How many people actually canceled it? You know how many people I know got the bike even before COVID, got the bike and never use it, and still pay for the subscription because they may go on it.
Bought the bike
even before COVID.
Okay, pay for the subscription. Okay,
and still don't use it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have those, and then you probably have those that had the subscription. Can you do anything without a subscription? Can you watch anything pre-recorded or anything?
No.
Yeah, it's absolutely useless.
Yeah, I think so.
I wonder how much. I wonder if they lose money on every bike, but make it back on the subscriptions.
They got it. I don't even know if they lose money on the bike.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I wonder if like the bike costs them like $1,000 to make and they charge $1,700.
Right, whatever it is. I think even if they break even on the bike, but if you look at the bike prices, it's not that crazy compared to a spin, a gym quality spin bike.
Well, I think mostly anything in life, if the money is worth it if you use it.
Yeah.
And you get that much enjoyment out of it. But I think like a lot of people like just got like stir crazy. They didn't know what to do. They wanted to buy something.
Right. And the government gave you money, so why not?
Yeah. You take your child tax credits and buy a Peloton.
I know. And maybe you should spend some of that money on our merch. And you can find that merch. Check us out at therealagingandmaturely.com. We do take child credits. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Aging Immaturely. If you have a product that you would like to discuss on air, please email us at agingimmaturely@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Aging Immaturely.